Hi Pisces, welcome to your June 2018 love reading. It's Raina here, shuffling the cards. Okay, so ooh. Now this card is starting to pop up more. I'm talking about the SoulMate card. Okay. All right. Okay, well, I'm getting this theme, and I'm a little bit leery of continuing to promote this theory, because then it seems like I'm just repeating myself. But, you know, if certain cards are coming up over and over again, maybe that's happening for a lot of people. What I'm talking about in this particular case is this idea of there being transition in people's lives, but they're not really cutting the cord, and they're not cleaning up that part of their life, but they want to start a new thing. Do you know what I mean? So you have cards here of beginnings, okay? You have the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Swords, you've got the Fool card. You know, in the Major Arcana, doesn't get any more beginning than the Fool card, but then you got the last card, which is the World card. And remember, this is just in the realm of relationships. We're not talking about, but you know, it's possible that this is showing your life in general, Pisces. And in the summer, and this is actually at the end of August, you're going to have a full moon in your sign on August 26th, I believe. So that might be, you know, when I'm doing these readings, it's just like kind of a snapshot, and I'm saying it's the month of June, but I'm doing it in May. Who knows what the future holds for any of us? This is a general reading anyway. But even in, you know, a psychic reading, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, because there are so many factors involved. And so maybe this is just like a theme of what to look forward to, or what you're dealing with even right now to some degree. So let's just take these cards one by one. This is the overall theme, and this is like the last card of the Major Arcana. It deals with endings. It deals with graduation. So for people who are graduating in June, which is not an uncommon time, or your children graduating. Maybe that's a time when you said to yourself, okay, now I'm going to go through with a divorce. I wanted to wait till my kids graduated middle school, or graduated high school, or graduated elementary school, whatever. And now I'm going to do this. Or I've graduated college, and now I am going to be, you know, starting a new life, and I've started a new relationship, but there are other factors involved. Actually, the World card is about travel. So if you are someone who has gotten a new job and it involves travel, you may feel like, I finally got this relationship that's just starting, and now I have to worry about travel and being separated from this person. This is what crosses you, the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be like a new job. And there's that portal, so it's a new beginning, a new doorway that you're stepping through. Now, I'm saying that in this reading, this is an obstacle, but maybe in your life as a whole, it's a blessing. So I would say, Pisces, this is a very important point. Don't sacrifice your future for a relationship, because if the relationship is sound, it's going to be there. Now, I usually don't tell people what to do, so I shouldn't have phrased it that way, and like I'm ordering you around. Because I really do believe it's your call and your responsibility, even more so, that you make choices that are right for you. And I don't know your particular circumstances. But let me just put it in, you know, when it comes to me. I think that if I have a relationship with somebody, I'm not afraid of them going off with somebody else, because if there's that kind of a fear involved, then perhaps the relationship is not as solid as you think. And of course, if you just meet somebody, you can't really expect them to just commit to you anyhow. So I get it, you know, I totally get it, why people would want to stick around for that type of thing. But you have to look at it from the bigger picture, is that, you know, you don't want to be one of those people that sacrifices and then you find out that the other person really isn't that committed, you know, and you could have had this amazing job opportunity and you threw it away for this new relationship that ended up not really going anywhere. It could also be that the Ace of Pentacles is a person who is an earth sign, or they're very strongly earth, and they really are holding you back in some way. So we're talking about a Taurus, a Virgo, which is your opposite sign. I could see them being kind of a nemesis, because you're talking about these two polarities, and you might bring out the worst in each other sometimes. And the other earth sign is Capricorn. Now, this is at the base of the reading, the foundation of the reading. The Ace of Swords is, it's really, first and foremost, an understanding of the situation at hand. So it's like clarity of thought, which for Pisces people can be a blessing, because you do tend to struggle with clarity of thought sometimes. Sometimes you're dealing with relationships that are not as clear. There may be a lot of confusion in it, and maybe you are not seeing things as you should, but now you are. And this is why you feel this sense that things need to change. Now, you could be in, the World card could be you are in this long-term relationship with somebody that you know needs to end. That's another thing that I've been getting. And also in my private life, seeing that. People who have been together for a long time. Now, some of them have struggled in their relationships, but they are calling it quits. I mean, I know people who I was shocked when I found out that they were splitting up. I mean, they've been together for decades, okay? To me, that's very sad when I hear about that, because to me, that's such an emotional investment. You know, the time, the memories, the experiences that you've shared as a couple. That's got to mean something. And I wonder, sometimes I wonder, like, what kind of relationship did they really have to begin with? Was it all just based on their children? And did they not have that continuity within each other? I mean, within themselves with each other. And that, you know, that lack of connection finally did them in when they were alone and they didn't have the distraction of children. But some of these people, they haven't been raising children for many years. So it is quite sad, I think, when that happens. But then on the other hand, I think, wow, I think it's pretty admirable that people care enough about their happiness that they're willing to take that chance and to be on their own. So I kind of have mixed feelings about it, I guess. And I'm sure that some of you have experienced this as well. And if you're in that situation where you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, a job, I feel like a new job, or something is just not quite right. The timing is not right for it. And yeah, maybe you have started a new job, or you have a new job offer that is kind of making things a little bit hard to decide. The spiritual message is the Fool card, the first card of the Major Arcana, and it's about traveling without a destination, the journey, not the destination. So basically, it's saying that you are experiencing a new cycle in your life. I'm trying to think astrologically why that would be so. And well, you know, it's interesting. I mean, Jupiter is in your 9th house in Scorpio. And actually, Jupiter rules that house. Jupiter's in retrograde right now. Maybe you're going to get a second chance at at some kind of like travel that you had you know, wanted to take earlier on within the last year or so, and for some reason could not do. And maybe in some cases it's even involving someone that you've met that you want to get to know better. So it doesn't mean that you can't do that. Maybe with the World card, we're talking about you getting that chance. And the Fool is really like, you know, doesn't have preconceived notions or expectations. And that makes it good too, because the Fool is all about exploration. And this especially, I can think of 2 specific scenarios where I think this spread may hit home particularly. And one is are people who have graduated college, and especially, I'm not talking about, you know, somebody like me that graduated in my early 40s or something. I'm talking about, you know, the usual 20-something graduate. And just that feeling of, okay, I'm done with this chapter. The woman even has like, I always think they're batons though, but I think they're supposed to be diplomas. But, you know, you've done that part of life, and now you're ready for the new chapter. But it's not where you are demanding that life show up in a particular way. And that's what I want to really emphasize, because with the Fool, it's like trusting you know, that's why they call him the Fool, because on the outside it looks like he's being foolish, that he's not, you know, that he isn't heeding any caution. He's throwing caution to the wind, and he's just doing his own thing. And other people may be around him saying, but isn't he concerned about how he's going to support himself? Isn't he, you know? And he's not. He is trusting in the universe to take care of him. And how this would relate to your love life is, because it could be connected to your professional life very easily, is that you may be traveling for professional reasons, and you don't know how that's going to go, but you're willing to try. You may be like kind of resentful about something because you do have to kind of like totally change your life. But on the other hand, you may be looking forward to the adventure. And there's also the possibility that you know that you may meet the love of your life. And sure enough, we have here, this could be the advice, but obviously it doesn't, in some cases it may not apply, but this is the 6 of Cups. I would say as advice, looking for your soulmate. In other words, if you're really looking for someone who is, you know, compatible with you, then make sure that you have that heart connection. And this is especially true because you are a water sign. And so Pisces people need that emotional, you know, connection with another person. But this could also be that you are supposed to contact somebody from your past. Again, with the World card, you may be an immigrant in a new country, going back to that country while, what do you call it, Jupiter's retrograde. That might be when you're doing that travel, going back to your homeland. I'm not saying that you're going to live there forever. I'm just saying you may be going there to visit. You may have some business there. Who knows? And that's, you know, so that card would be saying, look up so-and-so when you're there who lives in that country, because that might be the person you're destined to be with. Maybe you've never stopped thinking about a particular person. What is coming in is represented by the Three of Pentacles. So this might be a coworker that you end up falling for, because this is a card of teamwork. And so I could see you in that venue, especially since I got the Ace of Pentacles as well, of a work situation, and you meeting somebody through that. I know that a lot of times it's not, it's like frowned upon to even get involved with somebody at work, but that doesn't stop people, does it? So just wanted to put that out there. And the Three of Pentacles, too, is that you may be involved with somebody who you can build a life with. The Three of Pentacles is the Architect card, so it's like building things on a firm foundation. And then the outcome is the Queen of Cups, which is a very feminine energy, very intuitive, certainly in alignment with what Pisces represents, which is about knowing in your heart of hearts what is going on. You know, the Ace of Swords coming up for Pisces is really important because, as I said before, Pisces people, sometimes they lie to themselves. Not because they're just duplicitous, but because they really are idealistic and they want the best for themselves. We all want the best for ourselves. And Pisces may, you know, put on those rose-colored glasses so they can see something in a certain light that's not necessarily what's happening. And I think with the Queen of Cups, it's not that. It's really tapping into that intuition and telling and seeing if somebody is a soulmate, which that Six of Cups right above it represents. And then you know for sure if you're dealing with somebody along those lines. But, you know, the Queen of Cups is a very receptive energy, very soft and gentle. This could even describe the kind of person that you attract. Could be a Cancer. I think this card connects, I don't know if this card connects to Pisces or Cancer. I don't think it connects to Scorpio, but this is a gentle woman who is very empathic and psychic, obviously. And if you are a woman, this could be describing you, very nurturing right now, feeling that sense of love. And if you're someone who is interested in women, then that person might be the kind of person you attract. But, you know, male or female, there's definitely a strong connection between the Queen of Cups and what I think of when I think of Pisces. Okay, well, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below this video. Take care. Bye.